In an episode of the Viewsroom podcast, hosts Amy Donnellan and Jonathan Guilford, alongside Breaking Views columnists Jennifer Saba and Stephen Gandel, analyze a major developing media merger saga. The central drama involves a high-stakes bidding war for Warner Bros. Discovery, WBD. The discussion begins by noting WBD's agreement to sell most of its assets to streaming giant Netflix for $83 billion. This deal was almost immediately challenged by a hostile, all-cash $108 billion takeover offer from Paramount, backed by David Ellison, son of Oracle founder Larry Ellison, and his Skydance Media. The hosts emphasize the irony of this fierce competition, given WBD's notorious history as a poison chalice in M&A. Its previous owners, including Time, AOL, AT&T, and Discovery, all experienced significant difficulties or failures post-acquisition, with WBD's stock collapsing soon after its last merger. Columnist Jennifer Saba dissects the bidder's motivations, highlighting the role of executive ego in Hollywood deals. For Paramount, the strategic rationale is to achieve scale in a competitive landscape where it is currently a laggard in streaming. For Netflix, the bid is more puzzling. The company, which has historically grown organically or through small acquisitions, is making an unprecedented leap into mega deals to acquire WBD's studio and content library, though it arguably doesn't need HBO's subscriber base. Saba suggests the sheer size of the move is out of character and may be driven by competitive ambition. Stephen Gandel explains the crucial financial and regulatory backdrop enabling these massive bids. He notes that anticipated bank deregulation under a potential Trump administration, including lower capital requirements, could unleash an estimated $600 to $700 billion in additional lending capacity. Banks like Wells Fargo, recently freed from regulatory restrictions, are eager to deploy capital into large M&A loans after a prolonged deal drought. The bids are heavily debt-financed. Netflix would take a $59 billion loan, while Paramount's offer involves $54 billion in debt, supported by private credit from firms like Apollo and sovereign wealth funds from the Middle East. The panel identifies several potential obstacles. Regulatory scrutiny under antitrust laws is a possibility, especially for a Netflix-WBD combination that would consolidate major streaming players. Paramount's bid faces unique hurdles due to foreign investment from Middle Eastern sovereign funds, which could complicate its ownership of CBS, a national broadcast network with strict rules on foreign control. However, it's believed the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States, CFIUS, may not block it. The immediate conflict pits an agreed-upon Netflix deal against Paramount's hostile tender offer directly to shareholders. The Netflix deal would leave a rump company of cable networks whose value is uncertain. WBD shareholders must choose between a substantial all-cash payout from Paramount or betting on Netflix stock and the future of the spun-off assets. Saba predicts a protracted battle, fueled by the personalities involved and the sheer scale of capital. The hosts conclude by questioning whether this corporate sequel will defy WBD's history of disastrous mergers or simply repeat it, all while providing a windfall for M&A bankers and high drama for observers.